Hello everyone, it's Odd Guardian here. In my previous video I showcased a Dragon Warrior, an Odd Dragon Warrior without any mechs in it, so a bit of a different take than usual. But because I know some of you will love Dr. Boom and Ciliax, and those are some pretty sweet cards, those and Dinomatic. So here's another take of the same archetype, this time as an Odd Mech Dragon Warrior. So I've cut some of the trickstery from the previous build I had and put in this solid mech package, double Dinomatic, Ciliax and Dr. Boom. And this one also looks like a fine deck. It's a bit of a different take with the Odd Warrior. It even has the Nightmare Amalgam playing a double role this time. In the previous deck it was just there as a dragon, but here it's a dragon and a mech, so it also gets rush when you're in Dr. Boom mode. And you can magnetize Ciliax on it, so there are some upsides to this build. Overall, I'm not yet sure which line is better to take. It will take a fair bit longer into the expansion before we get to see that. But if you enjoy your mech package, then here's another take of Odd Warrior that preserves that one. Let's go take a look at this one in action. I was trying to look at streamer deck list and stuff, and everyone else was playing with mechs. I was the only player that I could find that was playing Odd Warrior without mechs. So I was really surprised about that, to be honest. We'll see. And if this one is going to be the Infinite Armor Shudderwock, then that would be very, very painful. But it's an Even Shaman. Alright. Even Shaman can pressure me to the extent that I will die, which will be sad. But let's see what happens. Kept 2 cards. Well, there's not a lot of things that you can think about when you're not on the coin and you're turn 1 with an even deck. The options are fairly limited at that point. I think I want to hold on to the coin because I might want to coin Dinomatic on 4. That would mean hero power into Amalgam. Something like that maybe. Could also potentially be hero power into shield block, although that is not very strong. Okay, that's a lot of stuff coming. They don't have weapons in this deck, with the sole exception of weapons from Lich King. And this is my only dragon. So if I get any dragon synergy cards. But on the other hand, the 3/3 can be killed by simply attacking the Nimbus into it. And then the Dinomatic probably cannot clear. It cannot clear even if it just plays like Corpse Taker on this board. There are some severe problems for me here. I think I have to play the Amalgam. This is a little bit more difficult to remove. This might give... and it's also a mech. It's a dragon, but it's also a mech, so Dinomatic is not going to hit it. Four, 5, 6, 7 health on the board. 9 health on the board. Dinomatic is not going to cut it. This one is looking bleak right now. I still need to coin this and hope it kills something. Alright, it actually killed something. That's good. This Taunt Totem also, because it prevents the Super Collider. It's incredibly good here. I might even just execute the Nimbus. That's not an impossible move. But he's going face with the Nimbus. I can guarantee that. And Super Collider is not guaranteed to do much of anything. I think I'm going for the execute. It is looking bad. Super Collider would always be a 50-50 roll. I think I have to execute. Kill there. Get some armor up. Getting a little bit too much pressure. I haven't found the board clears. He rolled the Taunt Totem, which rendered my Super Collider useless. That was incredible. Still has a ton of mana here. I'm expecting some Sea Giants soon. There's the Giant. There's a Scorcher, but that's not good enough. Super Collider still does nothing. I mean, if I hit here, it might literally kill the 1/1. 15 damage coming in already. I'm gonna have to play a shield block now. Oh, that's so good, though. That's just saved my day. Shield slam on the Giant. Whew. Okay, now we're still in this. One more turn before he can play the Lich King. So we still have some time here to try to figure this stuff out. It might still not be enough. He's in a great position, obviously. How's the Odd Dragon Warrior so far? It's great. Well, this is a brand new build, but the previous one went 75%. I just want to experiment with different options. Do I want the shield block here? Next turn he can play the Lich King. I don't have an answer to the Lich King. I still think I cannot shield block. I have to just... Well, he can't play the Lich King, he's overloaded. He played the Earth Elemental. Alright, this is all good. This is perfect now, because he's so overloaded right now. Okay. But he runs weapon removal in that deck too, so... I heard very good feedback about the Crowd Roaster. I said Crowd Roaster was going to be really good. Everyone who said it was going to be bad was just silly. Obviously it was going to be really good. Right now it's going to roast this fellow here. Alright, but he still has 7 cards in hand. Lots of resources. This chain has been going on. Nimbus, Earth and Might, Earth Elemental, Servant of Kalimos. Well, there are other dragons, but there's a reason why this deck has not been run before. Because the dragons have not been strong enough. Oh, the eel. The eel is real. What if he has weapon removal? And he definitely runs weapon removal in that deck. Too bad I can't do Scorcher into Super Collider yet. I think I just have to kill this one with the Roaster and Super Collide there. And then Hero Power a little bit. He obviously gets a pretty sweet kill on the Roaster, but that will be fine. Maybe. I don't have a great way to deal with the Lich King right now. He can even play Ooze and Lich King on the same turn. That one might be a little bit more questionable. Even with the heal. Because I can do stuff like Scorcher. Scorcher Super Collider. He might have another Mercspark Eel. Currently he doesn't have the mana. Ooh, that's a big one. This might go wrong way as well. Another Shield Slam arrives to the rescue. He still has one more Flame Tongue Totem left. I will need to Shield Slam the Sea Giant. I could hit here first and see what happens. I will need 5, I need 6 mana to do all that, so I can't Dragon Maw Scorcher afterwards. I can hit first and then build the armor. It's okay. I think I'll do it like this. I could have actually silenced this one first. Then it would have died if it hits the 2-3. Yeah. I hadn't really decided on the move. I hadn't really decided on the move early, so would have been better to silence first. I just had not decided I want to do that at that point. And that's a nice Ziliax. So I could hit there, Ziliax there, Scorcher. Is that even worth it? Pretty low on resources, that's my problem. And I still haven't seen the big stuff. Alakir, Lich King. I'm a little bit reluctant to give up my Dragon Synergy card. I think I'll just do this for now. I desperately need some more resources. He has been much more effective than I have. He has more cards left in the deck, and he has plenty of resources in hand as well. Just incredible efficiency. Oh boy. Roar the Taunt Totem again. These Taunt Totems have been so good. Well, there's Dr. Boom. I'm at 21, 5. So he has 10 on board. But I have to play Boom right now, right? And start using the hero power. What alternatives do I have? I can like play the Scorcher, but I can silence his Taunt Totem. This has got to be Dr. Boom. I just don't see other ways to get out of this mess. Let's get a good hero power. This is not the hero power I was looking for. But we'll take the armor. Next turn we have deal 1 damage to all enemies. Alright. Well, we've already seen both Sea Giants. There's not enough room on the board to play Alakir and Flametongue Totem. So maybe. He still has Fire Elementals, Lich King. He has so much good stuff left. The only upside is that he's not going to play Hagatha into this. That's a Fire Elemental. Yeah, figured as much. Now there's a Dino-Medic that has Rush. And that's pretty interesting. Is it better than the Scorcher? Let's see what dies. So I can hit here to kill the Fire Elemental. I like that. We hit there, we kill off the Fire Elemental. Then I can leave him with 4 on board and leave myself with a mech on board. Alakir Flametongue Totem is 10, that's 14. That is acceptable. I'll do that. This is a close one. This is a close one. I haven't seen any Hexies yet. Hexies are still left. That's a big elemental too. I really thought you should have traded, because now you give me a chance to discover something. I could also just roast this. Well, we always play the Delivery Drone first. Security Rover seems like a great card. Not yet, but soon. Because this turn I will need to roast the Earth Elemental. Alakir Flametongue Totem is actually lethal now, but he doesn't have mana to do it yet. So I will need to find some defenses in the near future. He still has the Lich King. He still has a bunch of good stuff. Did we finally manage to get a Hex? No, he doesn't want to play the Hex yet. So first we deal 1 damage to all other minions. But if we do that, we don't get a defense line against Alakir. So I actually need to do this and this in order to not die to Alakir Flametongue Totem. He has Alakir and Flametongue Totem left. That is the way this works. Security Rover has to take damage. This fellow kills that one. Security Rover has to kill one of these in order to take damage, in order to summon a taunt for me. One of these can go there, one of these can go there, and 2 of these can go there. And now I do not die to Alakir Flametongue Totem. Because Flametongue Totem only gives this 2 attack, so it cannot kill this taunt. And therefore Alakir cannot go face for 10. One damage to all enemies. I suppose that's what we're doing here. This looks like a prep for Hagata. And then after Hagata he can do the Alakir Flametongue, unless I find the hero power that heals or top deco hatchling. I could also just play Baku and kill only one of these. Killing one of these is fine. Playing Baku is fine. Okay, I find the armor. I find the armor, so I will not die to Alakir Flametongue Totem. Yeah, I expected Hagata. That really looked like a Hagata setup. That really looked like a Hagata setup. So what if Alakir Flametongue Totem comes down? What do I do then? What if Lich King comes down? If he gets Frostmourne, that's a really big deal. I think he has weapon removal in the deck, so I don't want to equip the Super Collider. This would have Rush, which is useful. What if he gets the Lich King and he gets the weapon? I think I need to play this one now. Yeah, because there are not many cards left in his deck. There's the Lich King, there's a Fire Elemental, there's Alakir. I know the stuff he has there. It's just how do I play around all of that so that I don't accidentally die. I've seen both Hexes, but he gets more random spells from Hagata. So I guess I have to give up on the Baku now. Unless I feel comfortable taking damage. I don't think I feel comfortable enough taking damage. I will let go of the Baku. Play Daihorn Hatchling out there. Hope he didn't pick up Silence, or if he picked up Silence, or if he picked up Hex. That's huge, because right now he's in a better position regarding fatigue. But if he can't silence the hatchlings, then those will catch me up. So he will be really looking for silences. Oh, discovering a spell. Chok and Hex are the ones that he's really looking for. That move, I think that move was pretty surprising. But maybe he doesn't think he's going to take this in fatigue. And I kind of have to agree. It looks a bit rough to take this in fatigue. I want a lot of damage on the hatchling. On the other hand, I don't. I think I will trade with this. I'll play the Ember Scale. Alright, I get to 29. That's good. He gets more chances to get silence for this, but he would always get more chances. And like if he picks up Hurt Shock, then I also lose the minion when he uses it on this. Whereas now that I spent this one to attack, then I will still have the 3/3 body even though it doesn't have taunt. Because obviously if he picks up an Urchok, he's never going to use it on the Amalgam, he will always use it on the Hatchling. Is Serenade Taskmaster balanced? What do you mean? Does it feel bad? I thought it was a pretty good card. Alright. Oh, this is now excellent. Current position is excellent. Because he really whiffed on this roll. I think I can afford to use the Super Collider here. He probably has weapon removal. But I don't think I mind. Hit there and play another Hatchling. Alright, the tide is turning. The tide is turning. And we're starting to take this game. This has been a pretty hard one. He still has Lich King left in the deck though. Right, Lich King is the only major threat remaining. And of course random spells from Hagatha. So that's like 10 more spells for him. Maybe 10 more spells is enough. Can 10 more spells grind out Boom? There's the Lich King. And the Lich King card. Scorcher doesn't help. I still need to use the Emberscale Drake, right? Probably do. 3 plus 3 is 6. If I can I take 8? I can take 8. I not only can take 8, but I will take 8. I'm willing to take 8 here. In order to push 5 to the face. Let's do this. Was this silly? I don't know yet. But it got the Daihon Hatchling killed now, so I got to shuffle another card into the deck. And not give him a chance to find silence before I do that. Vicious Scalehide. And there is a Flame Tongue Totem left. He can use a Flame Tongue Totem here. Alright, there's the Flame Tongue Totem. What else? No, a Forked Lightning! And... Evolution! It's unstable. Alright. The game is still on. After all this time, the game is still on. Enemies attacking this have 50% chance to attack someone else. So I hit here, and it hits there, and then this will be at 2. This only deals 1 damage. But I could silence this in order to hit it. But then I'll silence this. I think I have to do it like that. Scary. Scary times. I silence that so I get the guaranteed trade. I play the Matriarch. And deal 1 damage. He has 5 spells. So, he has around 10 spells to kill me. Very low on minions. But he still has a couple of minions left. Okay, Kalimos with no additional properties. No mana either. So I have the option to trade this Kalimos. Or I can try to go face. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.